Missed it. There you go. I didn't even have to climb up.
Getting sleepy. Is this because of the ley lines?
And not because of the fact that it's nighttime and when you would normally go to sleep.
It's been a while since we camped outside like this. This is like when we just started adventuring together. Nighty-night.
Okay. Don't know why that was important, but sure. So many scenes of the traveler waking up of late.
You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well?
Very well, I'm still a little...
That's good. I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so I specially used 2 of my homemade incenses.
Oh, so you essentially drugged us to sleep. Sure.
Don't worry. They're made from all natural ingredients. They have a light fragrance and aren't harmful to the body. Speaking of which, have you seen the crab?
Have I seen... You know that I just woke up and you're asking me, have I seen the crab? Do you bloody think I've seen the
It
crab?
was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went.
Are you wary of it?
So you can tell. My suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to its unrevealed owner.
Which is as it should be,
A
sure.
ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone probably disrupted the natural flow of the ley lines. Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the origin of these creatures is very suspect.
Banned research? The academia previously conducted research on mechanical life forms? We've actually heard this before.
Topics related to mechanical lifeforms were popular in the Spontama for a time. Some of my juniors had also thrown themselves into such research.
From your school?
They proposed an intriguing idea. Use our knowledge to create a new and practical life form that could help humanity conquer nature.
But this is Sumeru. Why would you want to conquer nature? Nature is the end-all be-all of your kingdom, your nation. It's not like kingdom and you don't have a king. Nation. Why would you want to have something that jeopardizes that?
However, no matter which modules or parts are installed, a machine is innately a construct that receives and executes commands. They can never possess self-awareness like us or other living organisms.
Correct.
In their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological life forms, zealous researchers performed unregulated vivisections and other absurdly cruel experiments on
How
animals.
horrible.
Research on mechanical life forms was thus banned.
Oh! It was banned not because of the mechanical creatures, but or constructs rather, but because of people abusing animals as a result? That is such a strange way to go about it. You couldn't just ban the cruel experiments on animals?
The irony is that the researchers became even more impetuous afterward.
Well, of course.
Who knows? Maybe this subject will be unbanned in a few years.
Oh, well, I hope so. But just because you ban something doesn't mean that someone's going to stop doing it if they're really that dedicated. I'm just saying. That's why these things have to be regulated to make it safer for everybody. Do you not like this area of research? It doesn't sound particularly interesting.
That's a difficult question to answer.
But that's just because I'm not particularly mechanically inclined.
I'm interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes.
Fair point. You mean the ones that are vivisecting animals unnecessarily? And in particular because of the conquest of nature is bad.
It's just my personal opinion. My ancestors and the
He's back.
Valuka Shuna of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. The bloodline of my people was born from this symbiotic relationship. So to me, all life is important. To understand life, you must first respect it. Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. These are the points of contention I have with some researchers, and why I left the academia.
Look, Dignity, you've clearly never played a TTRPG. Life is indeed an expendable commodity. HP is literally a resource that you have to utilize in battle to survive, is to get your hit and use it wisely. So I get what you're trying to say, but I'm also being facetious in saying that it kind of is in some circumstances.
By placing yourself above other life forms, what kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure life with impure intentions?
I understand what you mean. You don't need to keep driving the point home.
Really? Well, I'm glad to hear it.
What now?
Coffee? Did you prepare this for us?
How? It doesn't have opposable thumbs. Or like pincers it could use to hold the mug. How did you prepare coffee? It seems rather physically impossible and kind of useless considering we're trying to get to sleep. Well, I suppose the person on duty could have the coffee because they don't want to go to sleep. Looks like it wants a reward again.
All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, I'll give you another part. You're not planning on using it. Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power.
You seem to know a lot about mechanical constructs for someone who is not interested in that field.
All right. Suit yourself. Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm
Yeah,
about to go
see,
to sleep.
that's what I thought.
Leave it with her.
Well, let's hope it's edible. I mean, speaking of someone who doesn't drink coffee, I hope the traveler finds it edible.
The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Stay sharp. Who's a good little mechanical grab? Wow, it's late in the morning. Sheesh.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire night.
I love the way he cubes up to go to sleep. And I wasn't expecting anything else from you, Paimon. I'm going to be honest. Your punishment is solo watch duty.
Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to stay awake next time.
I throw sass at you and you just giggle. Wasted effort.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. Quick question. Do you feel off at all?
Do you feel off at all? Apparently, I feel dizzy.
Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today. I'll take down the tent.
You gotta move quickly.
Is there something we can do?
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame. Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem here.
Got it. Paimon will take care of the fire.
But there isn't really much of an ecosystem happening. Wait, how are there insects? The poisonous insects. Are you telling me that they live here in the ley line affected areas while other creatures don't? Why are the insects not affected in the same way that the other creatures are affected? That is a strange line to draw in the sand. I'll retrieve them.
All right. Let's meet back here later.
It's a very, very strange line to draw.
How
Paimon?
do you put out a fire?
Or use water, but I don't really have anything that works quite that way. Okay, well, it only asks for the pest repelling thingies, so I'll go grab them first, and then we'll tackle the fire. Oh, I don't even have to worry about the fire. Okay, cool. That saves time.
All right. It's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines.
Hey, little crabby, we're getting more parts for you. You can ravage and cannibalize your brothers, yeah?
The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struggling, it would be wise to avoid conflict. Try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source of the contamination.
Dude, I don't think the enemies are going to be strong. I think it's just going to be a lack of elemental resonance on my part that's going to be the issue. Due to my low energy recharge. Go to the depths of the contaminated region. I guess you guys are on patrols.
As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Scatter! Wind, hear me! Yield!
Oof. I don't want any part of that. Hi. How are you?
Shall prevail!
Yeah, let's go, Sino. Okay. Oh, you still alive over here?
You stay condemned.
Oh, brilliant. That actually got you. I didn't think it would. Nice. Oh, now...
Guilty.
There we go. Gotcha.
Propagate! Go and fly!
pretty weak. Oh shit, it's a party!
Kratos, guide us.
Nowhere to run.
Do you guys like respawn constantly or something?
Do your worst.
Futile.
Oh, I'm suffering with that Aether. Absolutely suffering. Oh, going in here, are we? Oh, but I was trying to grab the flower. I guess not. I don't understand. I don't speak mechanical crab.
It stopped here.
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different.
They're very light.
Leyline energies are also stronger here. This may be the place we've been looking for.
I mean, I'm a little concerned about the air coming out of here. It looks rather stale and forceful.
Ready yourselves. We're going in.
I'm ready. I accrued Q ability on everybody. Except Jean. But, like, she's easy to accrue it on. Oh, I see how it is. The contamination source. A source of contamination that lies deep within the forest. Abnormal leyline energy seems to flow out of it. I've got 3 of the 4. Look, we can't be perfect, alright? Let's see how terribly we do with my new party that I had such high hopes for and have been really...
There's a ton of mechanical monsters here. They made this place their
Oopsies.
lair.
No, Candace.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
Sneaked by. Who's even trying, bro? Not me. Yeah.
You stand condemned. Your penance is due.
Heal, but whatever. Ready. Off we go. Actually, what's that? A stick daddy? Why not? Actually, Jane can heal. Oh. Oh. Hello. What is this?
What is this?
I don't know. I've never seen a machine like this before. Apparently I don't feel too well either.
Leyline energy is spilling out from here.
But why has it been contained in the first place?
This device. It's extracting energy from the ley lines without end.
But it looks quite old if you look at the metal around it.
Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is perpetually disrupted like this.
Ah, I see.
That's terrible. We have to stop it.
Well, we can't exactly just destroy it. It would probably kill us.
Oh, let Paimon see. Paimon doesn't see controls anywhere.
I'm starting to get dizzy. I would have preferred if the screen started going wonky. But...
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in ley line energy, which may cause irreversible damage to your body. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
Why are you any different from me?
Wait, you're also vulnerable to the ley lines, right? We're staying. We can't leave you here by yourself.
Then let's look for it together. If there is no control unit here, then there must be a trapdoor somewhere.
I disagree, but I guess it's what we're going to find because it's awfully convenient. Follow the crab. He knows where he's going.
Hey, leap right.
He's not exactly going fast, Paimon. Hello. Thanks. Appreciate that. I need those artifacts. Ooh. What is this? Hello? Are you a thing I can... Nope.
What's this?
Hello.
It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful and watch your step.
I'm watching it. Oh, there's a dude here. Is he the one responsible for this? Sounds pretty.
Look, someone's here.
Is he controlling something?
You're the one that's taking the ley line's energy. Turn off that machine now. Why aren't you saying anything? Too ashamed?
Probably can't hear you.
His body is cold.
Is he dead?
It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and never got back up. What exactly happened here?
Well, he has notes across the way if you want to go look at them.
Almost forgot about you. Here, this is the last one.
What is is it doing?
Going its separate way?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find a repository of research documents if we keep going.
I already said that, though I didn't quite use those words. I mean, look at that. There's a board right there. Look at it.
The
There's
file
books
room
everywhere.
will definitely give us some clues, so let's go take a look. Maybe we can piece together what happened here.
Wait, but what about this? There's heaps of information here. Whatever.
Wow! It's huge in here!
This place is a natural hiding spot with how hidden it is.
Did you two find anything?
I literally just got here, Paimon.
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording used for an experiment, and based on its serial number, it's from 2 years ago.
Based on its serial number, it tells you time? It's not generally how serial numbers work, buddy. Unless you're a manufacturer who made the serial number, that's not really how they work. You can't tell. Oh, here's a vacuum cleaner that has a serial number. Yes, it was designed in 2018. Like, it doesn't... Unless you work for the manufacturer and know how their serial numbers work, it doesn't work like that.
Tape recording?
Yes, the Spontama created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates the final production into a tape.
It's a projector.
However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable. That's why they are only used in some laboratories and do not see wider usage.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. Goes in there. Okay, this should do it.
After inserting the tape, the projector gradually begins to display a
Kakata?
recording of something.
Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone?
To the crab. So your name is Kakata? You have a name!
There you are. Look here.
What's with the goggles?
This is our new home.
What's with the goggles, yo?
I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia.
Abatui. With a name like that, you're not gonna get far in life.
Oh, you're also quite happy. Kakata, do you know what we're about to do?
I don't think he comprehends. He is a piece of machinery.
Yes, I thought not.
Still didn't get the goggles.
Listen up, Kakata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists.
Why do you want to achieve this?
I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine.
You were using the ley line energy to have a brain manufactured?
Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place.
Wait. It's banned. How are you going to sell your mass-produced machines when you will be arrested for it?
When you can understand our language and live
Black
among
market?
us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being.
Comprehension of language does not make you a truly living being, FYI. My computer understands my language, but it's not a living human being. Sorry, human. A living being.
It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
The recording ends here.
Karkata is the mechanical crab, right? And that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the Academia?
Banned research.
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui.
Junior?
He was expelled from the Academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Bruh, he looks older than you.
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
It's not just me who thought that. Brilliant.
He is, but academic progression isn't tied
I
to
suppose.
age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
God, you must have started early. Either that or you age differently. Because by God, you still look young.
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display.
Well, yep, that's what years and you tell will do to you.
That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can find other tape recordings.
Okay. I mean, I kind of would think they'd all be in the same space, but I
Pipes
guess
continue
not.
further. Let's head in.
Got 3 here.
Look!
4. Sorry, 4.
Another tape!
Oh, no, it's a tape and 3 scrolls. My apologies.
A date is written on it. Let Paimon see. It's from a half a year ago!
So why do you have a date? The other one had a serial number. That's not very consistent.
That's quite the time gap. I wonder what happened in between.
He got sick. After setting the tape projector gradually begins to display a recording
It's
of the past.
rare that you malfunction because of an operational error.
I can't believe you're testing on poor Car... I want to call him Calcutta, but that's a place.
Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters?
Probably your parameters, buddy. Also the fact, again, he doesn't have opposable thumbs or a pincer. What do you want him to use? A claw? He's got nothing that can hold things. Is he supposed to just use telekinesis?
All right, there you go.
Car cutter.
Water entered the chela and caused it to short circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion.
Okay, now you're using terms that go over my head.
Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right now.
Look, it's like a dog. Just because it can't understand your words doesn't mean that it doesn't understand your tone and emotion. Or like a child, they're all the same, aren't they? Interchangeable. Just because they don't understand the exact thing you're saying doesn't mean they don't understand your emotion behind it. So you being condescending to him isn't doing you any favors.
Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we don't have a lot of parts or power to spare.
Guess that's why he was stealing mechanical parts.
I'm glad. Carcotta, did you know? Yesterday, I dreamed that you could talk.
Still don't get the goggles.
Aren't the bunch at the academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics?
Well, it is.
They were blown away when they saw us talking with each other. Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died.
Wow. Again with the condescending remarks. Like, it's not its fault that it's simple, honestly.
Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
Yeah. The recording ends here.
After Abatui left the academia, everyone lost contact
Well,
with him.
I don't like Abatui.
I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead, he had holed up here and continued his experiments.
I mean, I think you're all naive to have believed that he wouldn't do otherwise. Really?
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Carcotta's broken parts. Why would he mess with ley lines?
He mentioned something about power.
Let's keep looking around.
Okie dokie. Where are we going now? This way. That's a lot of conduits. Oh, hello.
Scatter!
Oops, we want Jean. You know what, Jean?
I swear by my sword.
I don't know why I'm holding on like this. Boom, problem solved. Alright.
Following the serial numbers, the next recording should be here.
Again, they don't work that way. I mean, they do, but you don't know that they work that way unless you are the manufacturer.
The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind had changed.
Well, perhaps the ley lines were getting to him.
There's also an undated tape in the wrong spot. Doesn't seem like Abatui put it there.
Maybe Carcotta helped him with sorting.
It's hard to say. These are the last 2 tape recordings. Let's watch them.
He's really trying to convey something, isn't he?
Sorry, Carcotta. I was just thinking about something. Today might become a special day.
The day you die?
In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being's instincts.
Is that why he went and saved the silly herbalist?
When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts.
He can replace his own parts? Damn.
That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I did something even more dangerous. I've officially activated the 3rd generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source from now on.
Does that mean that Karkata will stop working once we get rid of the extractors?
Conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have wouldn't last for long. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. I don't know what's driving me to continue with this research anymore. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being.
I don't think he can ever be considered living. I don't think he can actually breathe because he has no faculties to breathe with. And same with the talking. I mean, he makes sound, but how does he make sound? He doesn't have any vocal cords. So I'm really not quite sure how he's going to do that either. How does he make sound?
I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands or keywords.
It's not his fault. Don't get upset at him.
Karkata, I wish you could speak to me, even just once.
Maybe you set your ambitions too high.
Yes, you cannot understand me, so you cannot answer me either. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my experiments. Life goes on, and I have to as well. I don't have any other choice.
There are plenty of choices in life. Okay, next one.
This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus... of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses?
Because it's stupid.
Karkata, come help me. Strange. I feel weak.
For such a supposedly intelligent man, how did you not know that ley line energy was going to affect you like this? It seems to be common knowledge in these parts.
Oh no, I have to shut down the extractor. Shut it off. If we let them recharge indefinitely, they'll go out of control.
Well, at least he was aware of it.
Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm saying.
Sounds like a you problem. Well, actually, no, now it's a me problem, but it sounds like you're stupid. Wouldn't that be one of the first things you did? Just in case things went horribly, horribly wrong? A failsafe, if you would?
In the end, it's just like the academia said. Mechanical life forms only bring danger. My research... Was there any point to it at all?
Come now. What has Karkata ever done to you that you're now calling him a danger? You're a danger to yourself, more like it.
I'm sorry, Karkata. In the end, I still wasn't able to turn you into a true mechanical.
Yeah. You're taking way too long. Last recording ends here.
I see. So the ley line effluence was an accident.
A byproduct of intentional acts. What do we call it in an accident?
After Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the ley line extractor. This eventually resulted in severe damage to the ley lines.
Thank Karkata.
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machines?
Because Karkata is different from the other machines.
He's more advanced.
Structures similar to living organisms, the ability to cry and laugh, and capacity for independent thought. To Abatui, only a machine with these features could be considered a mechanical life form.
That's because he was really short-sighted.
Perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of an experimental product, he would have noticed.
That's why I say he's stupid.
Karkata can't speak. And yet it cares about Abatui far more than it does about itself.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. But before that, we have a more urgent task at hand.
Bury the body? It's just lying there on the table.
First, let's find the control unit for the ley line extractor and shut it down.
Okay, isn't that what we were looking for the entire time? You said it would be in a trap door, right?